Okay, so today you guys will be working on a scavenger hunt in class. Um, so you guys should have this PDF open. It says you're on the top of each slide you will see an inequality. You must solve the inequality and then find the matching graph for that inequality on another slide. The graph below each inequality does not match the inequality above it, and we want to use our answer sheet and our notes packets to keep ourselves organized. So that answer sheet that we're referring to, it's the sheet in your packet that looks like this with all the different charts here. So if I scroll a little bit, so if I go to this page here, okay, first off up at the top or either on the bottom right side, you guys should see that you have a page number, right? So right here we're at 2. So automatically, because I added that directions slide, we're starting at box 2. So what I'm going to do to make my life easier is I'm just going to scribble out that first box, okay? We're going to have to add one box at the end, but it's not a big deal. So I see this inequality 3 times x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 6. So what I want to do is I want to go to number 2 on my paper. And in my first box here, I want to write that down. So it was 3 times x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 6. Okay. Once I write down my inequality, I want to be able to solve it. I want to go ahead, I'm going to distribute. We would say 3x minus 12 is greater than or equal to 6. You can add 12. You get 3x is greater than or equal to 18. And when you divide by 3, you'll end up with x is greater than or equal to 6. That's what you write in this next box, your final inequality, what the inequality is that you're going to end up graphing. So once I have my final inequality, I'm just going to draw my simple number line here. I'm going to put my 6. I have a greater than or equal to symbol, so I'm going to have a closed circle. I'm going to color that in. And then if I have greater than or equal to, I'm larger than 6, so my line here is going towards the right. So if I go back, what I see here is not that graph. So this graph does not correspond to this inequality whatsoever. So the goal of my scavenger hunt is once I solve this inequality on the top here, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to flip through all my signs to see if I have the graph that I need. So if we go back, the graph that I need has a closed circle at 6 and an arrow going to the right. So I'm going to flip through all of these pages until I get a closed circle sitting at 6 with an arrow going towards the right. And if I stop, I see I have that here. So now I'm on page 16. I'm going to go back to my inequality worksheet and I'm going to scroll down, and now I'm going to start in this row here. I'm going to start at number 16. I'm going to do the same process where I have my inequality. I'll write it down. So I have 7 plus x is less than or equal to, let's see, I can't fit all of this in one. Less than or equal to 2 times x plus 3, and then a plus 2 at the end. Okay, this box I kind of went into, I just have to solve it. So I would say 7 plus x less than or equal to 2x plus 6 plus 2 after we distribute that 2 there. We can combine this to say 2x plus 8. So 7 plus x is less than or equal to 2x plus 8. I'm going to subtract the 7 from both sides. I get x is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. We can subtract the 2x. We get negative x is less than or equal to 1. And when I go to graph, I'm always looking for a positive x. So here I'd have to multiply or divide by negative 1 in order to make this positive. If I multiply or divide by negative 1, I'm going to end up having to switch my symbol. So the final inequality that I need to be graphing would be x is greater than or equal to negative 1. We write out our graph here. We'll have another closed circle, and this time our arrow is going to the right here as well. Okay, and then I go back to my inequality, and I'm looking for the graph that has the closed circle at negative 1 with an arrow going towards the right, and we see it here on 11. Okay, so the next time I would go to my answer sheet, I'd work on 11. Okay, so that is the process for your scavenger hunt. So start at number 2, where it says what number or where is the graph, what number card. We said number 2 brought us to number 16. Then we jump to 16, we do that same process, and when we found the graph, we found that number 16 brought us to 11. Okay, so just follow that process there.